So, okay. So right now you can start. Okay. Welcome, group 2. Come on.
Good afternoon, teacher, and good afternoon to everyone. We are come from group 2. In my group, they have 5 members. The first is me, Won Kanyarai. Second, principal. Third, Miss Runatana. Fourth, Miss Nasrat Rouhani. And the last one, Honorable Sun Sampur. And today we are going to summarize about the chapter 4, Inequality of Gender. Next slide.
Next, please.
Unit 1, Inequality of Gender. What is inequality of gender? Inequality of gender is the idea that women and men are not equal. Or inequality of gender refers to the unequal treatment or perception of individual wholly or partly due to their gender. Next slide. 2. Some of factors responsible for gender inequality. 1. Illiteracy, the quality or state of being illiterate, especially inability to read or write. Second, child marriage. Child marriage, especially the girl are married at very young age. This proves fatal for their overall development and have a negative impact on their health too. Third, social evil. Social evil are the issues that directly or indirectly affect the member of the society and are considered a point of the controversy or a problem in the regard of the moral values. Common social evil include caste system, poverty, dowry system. Next slide, please. And the last point is discrimination against the girl child. The girl child is not treat poverty in the family. People still prefer the birth of a boy rather than girl. The girl child is basically treated for household work only. Even today, female infanticide is a common society. Now my presentation is finished. Now I want to invite my group member to present next. Thank you, teacher.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, teacher, and good afternoon, everyone. Now I continue to Sister Tanyaray about number 3. Where does gender inequality exist? 1. As a workplace. 2. In society. 3. In media. 4. In family. And 5. In education. Next slide. High of gender inequality. 1. Mortality inequality. In this inequality between women and men directly involves matter of life and death, and take the toll from of unusually high mortality rates for women and a consequent preponderance of men in the total population, as opposed to the preponderance of women found in society with lesser or no gender based in care and nutrition. 2. Natality inequality. In this case of inequality, a preference in due to boy or girl is a audience in many of the men dominate society, and this manifests in the form of parents wanting their newborn to be a boy rather than girl. Next slide. Number 3, employment inequality. In terms of employment, as well as promotion, as work women often face gender handships than men. This is clearly exemplify as men getting priority in getting better work opportunities and play scale than their female counterparts. And the last point, our own worship in inequality. In many societies, ownership of property can also be very unequal, next to the in traditional property right have powers within the most part of India. The absence of claim of reproductive can not only reduce the video of women, but also make it harder for women to enter and progress in community, in economic, and even some social activity. Now my point is finished. Now continue to Sister Ripple.
Then I want to say good afternoon, teacher, and I want to respect all honorable and all of you. My name is Ripple, and now let's start from the sister Ratna. Number 5, special opportunity inequality. Even when there is a little difference in a basic facility, including school, the opportunity of a higher education may be far fewer for young women than young men. And then I want to explain about this point. Special opportunity inequality mean that bias sometimes exist some class, usually exploitation onto students. So in the class, have two students. They are smarter. Next, the first student, she is a smart taste. Then two student. Then second student. But the teacher it's not like a first student, but she like the second student. And after the teacher transmit a second student to join outstanding student program. Yes, so about this about so I'm explain the number 5, and now I'm carry on number 6. Basic facility inequality. Even when a demographic characteristic do not show much or any anti-female bias. There are other way in which women can have less than the swear dear. Yes. So I want to explain the number 6 the same. Basic facility inequality. I raise one example to explain. In some country, girls are excluded from schooling. Also, 43% of male are literate, while only 12% female are women also enjoy fewer facility to cultivate their talent. Yes. So now I want to next slide, yes, please. Yes, number 7, household inequality. There is often enough basic inequality in gender relation within this family or the household, which can take many difference from even in the course in which there are not always a sign of anti-female bias in, say, several or some preference of education or even in promotion to higher executives position. The family arrangements can be quite uh, unequal in a term or sharing the burden of household and child care. Yes, and next slide, please. Hello.
Hello. Please.
Yes.
Put in your head.
Yes.
Put in your head, please.
Yes, and I want to example household inequality. Inequality, household inequality is a disparity in the quality of housing in the society, which is a form of
What slide are they?
yes. But I'm carry on about this 7 point. Mean that the household inequality is a
Sumpo, please share screen, Sumpo. Sumpo, share screen. I cannot see the slide.
Yeah, I don't see the slide too, teacher.
yes.
Okay,
Yes,
right now. Yeah,
yes,
okay.
now continue the last point. The last point I talk about the gender inequality in the United States. A gender inequality in the United States has been diminishing throughout in history and significant advancements toward equality have been made beginning mostly in the early 19 years. However, this progress agenda inequality in the United States continue to persist in many forms, including the disparity in women's political representation and occupational segregation and the unequal distribution of household labor. Yes, now I want to example about this point, gender inequality in the United States. Yes, I mean that in the United States and around the world, women continues to be underrepresented in the high levels, highly paid position, and overrepresented in the lower paying job. The women offer scholar and the transgender individuals experience particularly high level of the poverty, unemployment, and other economic hardship. Yes. So now my part is finished, and let my friend continue. Miss Rohani. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Sister Principal. Good afternoon, teacher, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nasir Rohane. Now I presentation about the point fighting back the right of feminism. Fighting back the right of feminism is a rank of social movement political movement and ideologies that aim to defend and establish the political, economic, personal, and social equality of the sexual, feminism, and corporates the position that societies priorities the main point of view and that women are treated unusually return to society. Next slide. To gender relation in the workplace. Gender relation refer to the relation of power between men and women with a reveal in the range of practice, idea, presentation, including the division of labor, career and resources between women and men, being the team of different abilities, attitude, disease, personality, street behavioral, between, and so on. Gender relation in the workplace. To expand the work setting is to make visible drastic relation between men and women. Next slide, Bong. Number one, work for the people agent in variable for work either in country or area or in the particular firm or industry. Then 1890, the US government tracked the percentages of men and women in the workforce. In 1890, about 4 of every 5 workers were men, and then with 8% give women and men of a like proportion of the US labor force. In 1845, after the war, where 2 million of women leave factories and office to return home as full-time work and mother. My point is finished. Yes, and the next slide presentation to vulnerable support.
Gender and violence. The victim of battering, rape, interest, and murder overwhelmingly female prostitution is a special case of violence against women. Conflict
Okay. Sarbosampo, what's wrong with you? I cannot hear you. Okay, group 2.
Yes, teacher, because of his internet is so poor, teacher. We are sorry, teacher.
Yes.
Sorry, teacher, and good everyone. My flag. My big story.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay, please share screen. 1,004. Yes.
The changing fact of politics. A strict division of gender rule women as child care provider and housekeeper, men as worker outside. The home has traditionally kept women out of politics. Also, women continue to be underrepresented in the U.S. politics. The trend toward greater political equality is firmly in place. By glimpsing the future with hope. In the United States, women are playing a fuller role in the decision-making process of U.S. social institutions. Men who are resuming their traditional role, the ultimate possibility of gender equality is new conception at the human personality, ones that allow both male and female to pursue their individual interests unfettered by gender. Now our presentation is finished.
Okay, thank you, teacher, and thank you, everyone. Now our presentation is finished, and we are so sorry because of had some problem because of connecting areas so poor. If you have any question or any comment, please let them know. Thank you.
Okay. Group 2, let me clarify. Only 4 of you have done the presentation, right?
5, teacher.
5. Oh,
Yes.
Mr. Sampor, right? Sampor, Rohani, Ratna, Super. But I didn't hear from Kanyarai.
Teacher, me the first slide.
The first one. You are the first one, right? Okay.
Yes,
Then,
teacher.
how about Ratana?
Rotana is next to me, teacher.
Okay. Yes. Okay, good. 5. Ratana. Okay, so thank you so much, the presenter. You are very, very well prepared and you have done a great job today. Thank you for that. And I'm very happy and very, very proud of you. Okay, so right now let's hear the question from the audience, from the listener. Okay.
Yeah, teacher.
But everyone, when you do the presentation, the cover page should include the name of the professor. You do not include my name here.
I'm sorry, teacher.
Yes, sorry, it's just a word. So next on, when you do it, not only your group, but the others as well. You have to take care about the one who is above you, your professor or the comrades. Yes, you have to say good thing about him or about them. Okay, because he